Hi, Rory here from HypnoTC, the Hypnotherapy Training Company, and in this video we're going to give you a demonstration of the parts therapy technique. Now this is a technique that we teach on our Hypnotherapy Diploma course in our Analytical and Ericksonian Hypnotherapy weekend. It's a really fantastic change work technique. Here's a demo of it in action. And in a moment I'm going to ask you to count backwards from 300, and with each number that I ask you to count I'd like you to imagine it in your own way and in every way. And as you then erase that number, you find you can relax and go deeper. So imagine that 300 now in your own way, and then erase it and relax. And pick a different color for 299, and erase it and relax even more completely. And 298. And you can go on counting and erasing and relaxing now as you drift deeper and deeper into hypnosis. And as you continue to do that, if at any point you forget which number you reached, you can go back to the last number that you remember, or you can even start back at 300 and begin counting back down once again, erasing and relaxing. But for now you can go on counting, as in a moment I'm going to take your hands from the elbow, lift your hand up, and that hand can find a place there to balance all by itself, and I'm going to do the same thing with the other hand, which can just balance there all by itself as you go on counting and erasing and relaxing now. And now as Kate goes on counting and relaxing, I'd like to speak directly to Kate's subconscious mind. And what I'd like the subconscious mind to do now is I'd like the subconscious mind to become aware of the problem that we discussed previously, that problem of not fitting in time to exercise in daily and weekly schedules. And once the subconscious mind has connected fully to every aspect of that problem part, I'd like it to take that part and place it out in its own way into Kate's left hand, and it can nod Kate's head when that's been done, and every part of that part is out into Kate's left hand. That's good. That's great. I'd like to thank the subconscious mind for doing that. And now, I'd like the subconscious mind to become aware in its own way of every aspect of that problem part, but in particular paying attention to any positive intention that that part has, any positive reason that that part exists that was intending to help Kate in some way, regardless of the behavior and the actions and the other elements, but the intention behind it. And if the subconscious mind can become aware of that now, or even over the coming hours and days, it can share that information with Kate. And it can do that whenever it feels ready to share that information. And Kate can become aware of it in her own way, whenever she's ready to do so. And I'd like to thank the subconscious mind now for putting that into place. And at the same time now, I'd like you, Kate, to continue counting and erasing and relaxing. As the subconscious mind, I'd like you to connect to a solution part, a part that knows the answers. And I'd like you to get a connection to that problem-solving part and take that part and put it in your own way into Kate's right hand. And again, once that's been done and that part is there, Kate can nod ahead to let me know. That's right. And I'd like to thank the subconscious mind for that. Now, what's going to happen now, interestingly, is those two parts, that problem part and the solution part, the part that knows the answers, can begin to communicate now to one another in their own way where they are, because the intention is for them to find a new way of responding, a new healthy way that Kate can put into place, but that fulfills the positive intention of the old behavior, but without that old behavior itself. And so those parts can work together, and they can begin to come together in order to form a new and healthy way of fulfilling that positive intention. And those hands, when that happens, can begin to come together now. And as soon as they touch in the middle, a new part will be formed. And that part will replace the old way in every way, including the behaviors, the other elements, the thoughts, the feelings, any aspect of that problem part, whilst maintaining that positive intention and fulfilling it in every way. And that can happen just as long, just as quickly, or as slowly as it needs to happen, taking as much time as is required. That's right. That can just continue to happen all by itself now. As I speak to the subconscious mind can send any additional resource parts, problem-solving parts, helpful parts that will allow this process to happen and become even stronger into that hand, into that right hand. That's right. And I thank the subconscious mind for that. And any parts that are required moving into that right hand in order to help make that process happen now. That's good. Taking just as long as is needed in order for that to happen. That's good. And as those hands have come together now, forming a new part that fulfills the positive intention of that old part while replacing every other aspect of that old part in every way, and in a way that works best for Kate, in a way that's right for now. And whatever was left can be left behind in the past with this new, healthy way of moving forwards, of meeting that positive intention, now being absorbed, traveling back into wherever it needs to go in Kate's mind and Kate's body. And if Kate needs to move her hands in order for this to happen, it can do so. But as soon as that part is fully reintegrated in every way, those hands can drift down and relax, and you'll have completely. That's right. And I'd like to thank the subconscious mind for all of the good work that it's done throughout this session, and allow all of those changes to travel deep to the deepest part of Kate's subconscious mind, where they can have an immediate and long-lasting effect, without Kate necessarily needing to know anything about that, without needing to do anything consciously, because that can just happen now all by itself. And I'd like to thank the subconscious mind in advance for making that happen. But for now, I'd like you to allow numbers and counting to go, to fade away. Okay, letting it all just fade away, until all that's left is the sound of my voice and the feeling of relaxation. So we hope you enjoyed that demonstration of parts therapy. If it's something that you'd like to learn yourself and learn to do that within your own hypnotherapy practice, then join us on our next Hypnotherapy Diploma course. We run them twice a year in central London, and if you'd like a bit more information beforehand, feel free to either contact us in the comments below, contact us directly in order to arrange a chat, and otherwise you can come along to one of our free taster days that happen throughout the year online and in London. So if you have any questions, feel free to get in touch with us. We are really always happy to help. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you again soon.